Hey guys, thanks for jumping in. Thanks for being here. Um, so far, what I'm getting for reports, sorry, I was on the other side of the metro working a job when this came out, so I'm here a little bit late. Let's see, Eden Prairie. We're at Eden Prairie Center or Eden Prairie Mall. Get you guys status and update. So this incident was happening at approximately 7:25 p.m. A report of shots fired. Upon arrival, officers discovered a deceased adult male. The area has been secured. They're saying there's no danger to the public. Officers, as I pulled up right before I went live, they cleared all fire crews and ambulances from the area. On the way here, I did hear that they called for the coroner and medical examiner to come in. They released. They're letting people go back inside the stores, the employees, to get their belongings, make sure everything's secured. There's a fire truck leaving now. Their mobile command unit just left the front of the store when I got here seconds before I went live. Eden Prairie Center is stating that there is no danger to the public at this time. But they do have the parking lot cordoned off at the time. Majority of the area is on lockdown. This whole parking lot is taped off. So I'm just looking through here quick, through some other information. I thought I seen some other information. I just want to confirm it quick. So Courtney Godfrey tweeted out, Hennepin EMS currently on scene, calling this a public safety emergency as opposed to an active shooter. Again, witnesses told Courtney Godfrey that this was a person who stole a gun from an open case and ran. Um, that's coming from Courtney Godfrey on Twitter. Fire crews are currently leaving the area as we speak, along with Hennepin EMS ambulance. But the main focus is the lower level Scheels. Barnes & Noble is off to the left of the screen. AMC Theaters on the upper level to the right, along with the food court. goes a fire truck with a trailer leaving now. Looks like multiple law enforcement vehicles are leaving as well. There goes the ambulance. It's Hennepin Healthcare, formerly known as HCMC. But we do know that there is one deceased, I believe, inside Scheels. They were talking on LE-TAC 1 for a while. It seems to be pretty quiet. These are encrypted radios for Hennepin County, so people could not hear what was going on the main dispatch. Unfortunately, for this incident, until they switched over to an LTAC channel.
111 for command, we can drop the LTAC.
And now they're dropping the LTAC. So, we'll...
Command affirmative, we can drop the LTAC.
So we'll be going back into encrypted radios.
Dispatch copies, clearing LTAC 1 at 22. All responding mutual aid partners.
So that was the Eden Prairie SWAT vehicle, that kind of that black bread truck looking vehicle was their Eden Prairie SWAT vehicle. So the update we have is there is, or was, currently one person deceased. Goes the Minnetonka squad. But they're waiting for the coroner to come in to pick up the body. Here goes the SWAT vehicle in front of us. Looks like a St. Louis Park squad behind them. So I've seen Minnetonka, Eden Prairie, and St. Louis Park. The person was found deceased according to reports we have. This is Eden Prairie, Minnesota at the mall, otherwise known as Eden Prairie Center. This is a suburb of Minneapolis. They did have the helicopter above for a while too. It's a Hennepin County Sheriff vehicle out here as well. Looks like they're leaving. We're about a mile to a mile and a half away from Fox 9, actually. It very well could be a unfortunate outcome. Question is how did the person get it? How did they load it? How did they, there's a lot of questions to be had out here with this incident. So yeah, preliminary reports is someone unalived themselves inside the store at the mall. PD was able to respond with multiple agencies to clear the mall. SWAT team was out here, fire was out here, EMS was out here, State Patrol had their helicopter overhead. Again, this is one of the encrypted cities, so unfortunately we cannot hear dispatch audio of what was going on. I did hear some that they were on LTAC 1, so I could hear some of it, but yeah, unfortunately we don't know what the state fair is going to bring, which is supposed to be starting here very shortly. Appears to be some sort of law enforcement up there. I don't know if that's all law enforcement or employees, some employees. I know they're escorting some people in to gather belongings, secure stores, last I heard, but they left LTAC, so now we're flying deaf and blind, I guess. Can't hear and can't see much. The scene is inside the store, so this is outside. We can't get much closer than this. They have it all taped off. That's about as far as I can zoom in. I'm probably good. I don't know, I'm on the other side of a mall parking lot, so if that kind of gives you an idea of how far away we are. The report we have from another anchor, they have from witnesses saying the person grabbed a firearm from an open glass case or an uncased firearm. Question is how did you get the ammo and how did you most of the firearms I've ever seen all have locks on them, so I don't know how you would get it unlocked and get it loaded and then do all that. But this is Eden Prairie, Minnesota, Hennepin County. And again, one of our encrypted 25 cities here in Hennepin County that you can't hear anything on the mains. Well, guys, this is about all I can show you from here, and there's not much to see. But if I can find any videos of any of it, I will surely scrub it and get it out for you guys. I want to appreciate everyone for jumping in. Make sure you're subscribed. You have your notifications on, because you never know when we're going to go live and what we're going to cover. Long way out. Yeah, if you've seen how far away I am, that's they have it all pretty much blocked off, so can't get much closer than where we're at. But Channel 9 had the Chiefs briefing. Let's see what they have.
Approximately 7:25 p.m., our officers responded to the report of a shot fired inside the Scheels store at the Eden Prairie Mall. Numerous officers and agencies responded to the incident. It was quickly contained. Through our investigation, we believe we've determined this to be a isolated incident with a single self-inflicted gunshot wound. We do have one adult male that is deceased. The rest of the lockdown in the mall has been cleared. Scheels obviously remains closed as part of the investigation. So we did have a large number of agencies respond to help us, and we would like to thank all those partners for helping. Obviously, when these incidents come out, we don't know what we're expecting, so we appreciate all those resources, partners from the federal agencies and state agencies, and a lot of agencies around us. So we really appreciate their help. We don't have any more information available at this time. It is obviously an active and fluid investigation. But again, we do believe it to be an isolated incident. One male is deceased, an adult male. Is not a threat to anybody else in the public. That was quickly determined and contained, and our investigation remains ongoing. So, thank you. Eden Prairie Police updating the public. At this point, I really do not have any other facts related to the investigation. I apologize. It's still very fluid and ongoing. Our number one priority was making sure that people were safe, locked down, and then we can get them out of the mall safely. So I don't have that information. I don't have that information right now.
Was the mall placed on lockdown?
The mall was placed on lockdown as well as Scheels.
There were some reports from witnesses, so you grabbed the guy and ran off.
I have not been able to confirm witness reports. Again, it remains very active investigation.
How does, in terms of your response and all the agencies here, how does, I guess, heighten affect this mall?
anytime there's a report of shots fired, obviously we want to be able to get a lot of resources to the incident quickly and contain it and end that threat. With a report of one shot being fired, it was obviously ended quickly. However, we need to make sure that we have a safe environment and can clear that up as quickly as we can. That still takes some time to determine everyone's safety.
Any indication how many people were inside the mall or inside the Scheels when this happened?
I do not have that information. All right. Thank you very much. If we have more information, we'll definitely get it out to you. Thank you. All right. That is the summary. Again.
Well, that was pretty much not a whole lot of helpful information. I do believe that Eden Prairie Center is a gun-free zone. I will confirm that. I know when I worked here, it was a gun-free zone. But like I said, there was Courtney Godfrey had a witness statement, said he grabbed a firearm and from an unlocked or uncased and then ran. So I believe it was contained to Scheels. That's what it sounded like. But yeah, there's not much more. If I find out anything, I will definitely update it. I believe the movie Mallrats was filmed here at Eden Prairie Center back in the day. They went under a huge renovation afterwards. The Scheels used to be a Sears store for everyone. Back in the day, I didn't even know there was a Scheels here. But yeah, Scheels used to be Sears for a long time. Yeah, it might be just Scheels is the only area, but I know the mall itself is I believe a gun-free zone. So once you leave the store and go into the mall, you can't have a firearm. But yeah, it's all contained to Scheels. So and I believe Eden Prairie Center has scaled back their security since I've worked here. So they so it looks like they're taking down the tape and pulling it back. And most law enforcement has left the area. So actually looks like they're taking down all the crime scene tape now. So appreciate everyone for being here. Wish we had better news to cover. Maybe I'll head up to Plymouth and we'll cover some like missing pets or bald eagle rescues or the fire department saving an egret out of a cell phone tower or something. So yeah, a little bit lighter news. But anyway, appreciate you guys for being here. Make sure you hit a thumbs up. Probably not going to do a whole lot with the nurses strike. I did cover the last one that happened. I've just been too busy to stuck on a couple jobs. I was out in Woodbury on an emergency job, and that's what took me so long to get over here. So I had to book it across the metro area, and then today I was filing a bunch of public data requests with Ramsey County SO. I went with Capital for him to check on his public data requests that he's waiting on since February. The head of the public data request for Ramsey County Sheriff's Department said that apparently Alex is handling some of his public data requests, which we question because, you know, you would think the guy that's in charge of the public data request would be handling the public data requests. So I did put in a bunch of public data requests, well, a few public data requests today, also in White Bear Lake and Roseville. So there's a lot that I do not on camera, not on scene. So there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. On the second floor, all right. So yeah, when I get out more information, what I'll do is I'll put it in the description. That's usually where I do my follow-ups. So I don't know if you guys seen the video out of Kentucky. Yeah, boycott. I mean, I don't know why they would have him doing public data requests when they have a public data request person that literally that's their title and they're in charge of. So just goes to show you how messed up it is. I mean, I filed public data requests in other agencies and it takes less than a week to get them back. So yeah, again, out here in Eden Prairie, Minnesota, at Eden Prairie Center or Eden Prairie Mall, with a male that unalived himself. So yeah. Boycott in Kentucky. 3 officers brutally beat up a person. There's a News Now Ninja on YouTube covered that. I seen his video. It's not for the faint of heart to watch. I don't get why law enforcement's acting like that. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you for being here. But we need to have more good come out. It's getting to be... I hate to use these words, but people need to start being kind to each other. And I mean that very honestly. So anyway, guys, appreciate everyone for being here. I'm gonna jump off. Again, make sure you share out my channel, share out the stream. Let's try to get my channel up to over 100,000 subscribers. So I need you guys to do your part, share it out. You can share my videos to bigger channels. I don't mind if anyone uses any of my videos, again, just as long as they give me credit so people can come to the channel. That's the goal, right? Spreading the information. Thanks for watching. Jason with Minnesota News Now out. Ralphie has 10 subs. Sub to Ralphie. Jason with Minnesota News Now out.